Hi, it's Sandy. It is sunny outside and deceivingly looks warm, but great day to make a bowl of soup for yourself or a pot of soup. So I'm making a Mediterranean theme. This one is called Tuscan bean soup. So I've started by sauteing my celery, onions, and garlic in my pot with a little bit of olive oil, and I've got that going well here for a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add my broth. So it calls for some low sodium chicken broth, about a quart, so about 4 cups. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And this meal comes together really quickly. There's no meat to brown or anything like that, but very hearty, full of protein, healthy ingredients for you. So I've added my quart of broth there. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and add a small can, about 14 and a half ounces of diced tomatoes. And then I'll go ahead and add my beans. So this recipe calls for 1 can of cannellini beans and 1 can of kidney beans. So a cannellini bean is just really a white kidney bean. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. So that will make up most of the protein that we get in this soup here. I'll go ahead and stir that together. So as you can see, it kind of looks similar to a chili, but without the meat right now. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add about a cup of chopped spinach. You could certainly use some frozen spinach if you don't have the fresh on hand, because it is going to cook down anyway. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a cup of small pasta. So this is just a real small ring pasta. I like to keep some of it on hand in case I am making this type of soup that calls for a small pasta. You could always use small shells or something like that as well. So you can see that spinach will all cook down in there. It makes a really beautiful color, and again, very healthy. And the last ingredient I'm going to add is some thyme. It calls for fresh thyme. I don't have any fresh thyme, so I'm using half the amount in dried, because dried is more concentrated, so you only need half the amount. And a lot of times this time of year, when it's cooler outside, it might be hard to find some of those fresh spices unless you've stored some for yourself. So it says just to let that cook about 8 to 10 minutes. You just have to get the pasta done and really the beans heated through. The spinach will wilt down and it'll make a nice Mediterranean soup. So again, Tuscan bean soup. It's on my Pinterest page. Enjoy it on a nice cold day. Thanks for joining.